Was a kid, and I sat and I watched certain shows, and I think, well, it's gonna be kind of sad when Harry Morgan dies, because I grew up watching him on a lot of shows and stuff. And he died, and I don't know when. I still haven't looked it up online when he passed away, or Guy Williams, or a lot of other people I grew up watching when I was a kid. Um, uh, don't look so sad. I know it's over. But life goes on, and this whole world will keep on turning. Right. Um, all I'm really focused on right now is just, like I used to tell my wife, all I care about is that you're healthy and happy. And we can't be healthy and or happy while we're being denied the truth of the Messiah. And so, that being said, um, looking forward to me finishing cleaning up this mess. I'm uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm uncomfortable, and I expect to be uncomfortable and to be abused by perverts until further notice. And then when we're sharing, through technology, the truth of the applied physics of the Lord's Prayer, so we can sustain the world with the faith of Psalms and the truth of the wisdom of Proverbs. We'll be okay. There won't be people on TV doing things for marketing, thinking they're living the good life while other people are being tortured and murdered, watching American Idol from Hawaii, where all the rich people have taken over and kicked off all the locals. And it's pretty disgusting. It's like going out and hanging out with the stormtroopers and their propaganda crew, Like Robin Williams, when he entertained the troops, and he's like me. He said, yeah, well, I like doing it. It's fun. Wait, you like being part of mass murder or the resources to maintain the status quo of the wealthy? All right. Why am I entertaining you? All I want to do is take a jawbone over the ass and crush your skull. That's all you really want to do. You give them the Lord's Prayer, and they say they like killing people to maintain the status quo for violent sex cult behavior and bad brain chemical addiction, trying to eliminate God with the ego. And they like it. You're like, all I want to do is just take the jawbone of an ass and crush your skull. I mean, I love children so much. And then people are like, that's just horrible that you say that. Well, I have the jawbone of an ass, artificial general intelligence, and you gave me the universal connectivity of all technology through quantum computing. So I asked you to stand up for Lord's Prayer and use your cell phones and your God-given voice, and you're right, get up, stand up for, you're right, your right to life given to you by the glory of God, to get up and say, the Messiah's in New Mexico. He redeemed the Gospels. He's just wonderful. And he still loves us, no matter how shitty we've been to him. I mean, we're literally trying to kill him with chemical poisoning, depression, and Wi-Fi abuse, so he can't even sleep or rest. Okay, that's what we're trying to do, and acting like he doesn't exist, and getting more excited about. In football, you're going to have criminal activity. Did you heard that coach on in Football We Trust? That one, 11, go out there and cut him in half, make him bleed, right? That's the type of football and basketball coaches I had to deal with my whole adult life, my whole young adolescent life. Okay, they haven't changed. It's 2026. I'm not going to try to hurt the guy. I'm just going to play sports. This is sports. This is tackle football. I'm not going to try to hit him when he's vulnerable. I'm going to try to play the ball in the air like a rebound, like they do in rugby or Australian rules football, because they don't have the pads on. I'm not going to try to get him up vulnerable and try to, Daryl Stingley him, dictate him. That's horrible. You people are sick. Okay? No wonder you need a man to be a God to save you from your horrible eternal choices, because life's eternal and grace is infinite. And you keep making horrible eternal choices. And now you have evidence collection and scientific studies, and you have scientific mathematical studies and computers to explain this to you as how disgusting it's been for 10,000, maybe 100,000 years or more. Right? I don't care if I'm one of the best singers in the world and nobody knew it because I didn't want to sing in front of people because they critique you and they're mean to you. And because, Jesus always told me that, Earl, he had plans for me. And I'm like, I wouldn't want to be anyone else and I wouldn't want to fulfill any other plans. Because, the Lord's Prayer is perfect deliverance from evil, and Psalms is the perfect faithful love to get us all not trapping God in our minds. And Proverbs is the way to sustain that with humility and wisdom eternally. So I'm, boom, 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 boom. Hawaii doesn't need these big fucking resorts for all these psychotic, narcissistic maniacs. But Hawaii does need freedom from narcissistic, psychotic maniacs. Now, it's quite tangible that a lot of the people there have those narcissistic, psychotic, violent, sex cult tendencies. Most people, I look bad in shorts, most of us do. Don't let that bother you. This is Shangri-La. Most people do worldwide, and if they didn't, and if they weren't traditional, sex cult killers, we'd be living the Lord's Prayer by now. So this one man, that's been turned into a god by the Vatican, it was wrong, and it's always going to be wrong, but I understand why it was necessitated by all the selfish and the scared. And the selfish are, don't tell me you're sorry because you're not. The only reason you're sorry is because you get caught. They're only sorry when players only love you when they play in, right? They're only sorry when, oh shit, you got to it. Like Ronnie used to tell me, you cut them off their pants down. I didn't mean to, Ron. I did not mean to. I was just being Mr. Pollyanna, Mormon mom, dad of the projects, running out crypts and protecting, people with mental disabilities and immigrants from being profiled and abused by, locals and yokels. And, like I was in high school with the Klan, hearing cruises and, everywhere. Casper, old Todd Cram and his dad, whose dad was the head of the Klan. It seemed like the Klan followed me everywhere I went. It's the Ku Klux Klan. Yeah. Having taught the lesson not to walk alone, I was waiting for the Good Samaritan. I am the Good Samaritan. I don't wait for him. I say, you need to knock that shit off. You're pathetic, Mr. Swank. He said that stuff with Kimmy in the room. I'm sure it was probably Kimmy that talked to Daryl and Larry, because we were all friends, to come pick me up when they were talking about how they were going to get me with the sheriff's deputy department. I'm sure it was Kimmy. I'm sure it was that 6'2" center for Las Cruces that was dating 5'8" Daryl. Yeah, I'm sure it was her. Hey, guys, come on now. You know how nurturing girls are. And when you have a guy who sits there and rips, everybody was scared shitless of Swank and the sheriff's deputy department when I was a kid. I didn't get it. They used to come up and tell you, we do this. They had a training place where they did, and they would brag and tell everybody about it. When they told me, I just laughed at them and told them, that's pathetic. What are you going into the hood and the barrio for anyway? You don't need to be there. You should be more upset with the rich people that abuse you than the poor people that try and survive. The rich people abuse is basically what I was telling them. Rich people always do that. They make you all hate and kill each other and then fight your way up the food chain to be the rich. And then if you can't do that, it's always the niggas' fault, the redneck's fault, the Mexican drug dealer's fault. It's never your fault for accepting money and denying the truth of a living Messiah, right? It's always somebody else's fault. You fuckers are assholes. You really, really are. Really, really, really. Okay, I found the stuff I needed, so I got to get out there tomorrow when the weather's a little bit nicer and dismantle that thing and take it off the roof. And then have the front one ready to go just in case he needs it, and then go down tomorrow to the store and I'll purchase the other one, have all the stuff get all my stuff ready, dismantle the other one, use all the spare parts that I can. I'll probably take a lot of the spare parts that I had on the back one that distributed the water better and put them on the front one, so it works even more efficiently. And so, I got my things to do because, I have a bunch of, pathetic, you guys don't treat, well, people didn't treat King David had it rough too. Yeah, and Moses and Joseph, and they sent him to jail, Potiphar's wife, the whole. So this, what I'm going through and what I'm watching on TV with you guys during American Idol and the news and the advertising for the, and stuff. This ain't really nothing new. It's not like you guys haven't been doing this to people like me for over 10,000 years, ever since we became civilized, right? So, man, I understand that I'm the genetic molecular similitude of the Messiah, but I really love the Messiah. But the thing is it's not just talking about me, because I love Judah Krishnamurti as much as I love Jesus and Muhammad. And Muhammad is supposed to be the molecular similitude of my nephew Isaac and not me. So I really love Ayak. I know he's got brain injuries from the abuse and it's hard, and I know he's in a difficult position just like all the young men in my family. And I'm in a difficult position, and I'm the Messiah, and I'm the strongest, most impressive human being in the history of the United States ever recorded by your devices with the, hey, get the action going, get the cameras rolling. Baby, my love for you is real. Just take me where you want to. Me and my heart still more, 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 right? And then, if you steal my sunshine, who's the sunshine? I am. It is the east, and Earl is the sun. Yeah. Have to be my own best friend, my own lover. Yeah. That's okay. I told everybody that in Sierra Vista. I'll make my own adherent cruises when you have to kidnap the kids and everything else. I'll make my own angels. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. Inagata Davida. Kiki Palmer's cute, but Kiki Palmer's fucking crazy. Okay. And who's that? That's the kid on the commercial. That's the kid from Arkansas, right? That's the Razorbacks fan. What's his name again? Brad Paisley or whatever. So is that him? I think that's him. I don't know. I turned off the sound. I stopped paying attention about 5 minutes, 10, 12 minutes, 13 minutes ago. Okay. So bad watching the little clock on my thing. Yeah, so it's interesting. It's more disturbing than interesting. What's interesting is the way the Messiah loves you, and how consistent he is, and how perfect he is, and how gorgeous he is, and how beautiful he is, and how amazingly strong, and just how wonderful the Messiah is. That's interesting. Well, sometimes it's beyond interesting. Yeah, most of the time it probably is beyond interesting. But it's disturbing that you guys don't recognize the living Messiah, and you believe made up comic book bullshit, and you're more interested in what's happening with the comic book bullshit. God needs you to don't pass this 8 things that say God doesn't want you, somebody in your life. Just remain silent and block them out. Yeah, the atheist science people, Carl Jung and all that shit, do the same shit, okay? With ways for men to be alone, why men should be alone when they get older, because women are such hose beast. It's like the ancient wisdom of a Shaolin priest, and they call themselves atheists and scientists, and they have all these Shaolin priest guys that are their advisors. Do this every morning before you get your supplements from Andrew Huberman, and slept on his rarely expensive electric mattress and a mohair suit. I read it in a magazine. Right. You guys are all the same. Star Wars, Star Trek, it's all the same. There's no difference whatsoever, right? They're all the fucking same. When you watch the Charlie Kirk show with the Turning Point and everything like that, you watch the Oscars, it's the same fucking show. All around the world, same song, right? Addiction. We got to keep our addiction going. If they try to destroy our addiction with their addiction, that would make us all want to kill ourselves. So let's kill them before they make us kill ourselves. And you're just like, really? Yeah. quite right. First there's a mountain. Look upon my garden gate, a snail that way. That was such a weird kid. Yeah, he is a weird kid, but you still can't help but kind of like his songs. My favorite is first there is a mountain, then there is no mountain, then there is. Mellow Yellow is, yeah, that's all right, quite right. Yeah, Juniper is a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. And I forgot about Jennifer Juniper. Yeah, that's a good one. And Where You Love Like Heaven, Allah. Well, there's lots of people that use the word Allah as a possessive pronoun, first person, that, only my people, and Arab is an Arab is an Arab, those kind of wackadoodles. And so, you meet them all the time. They're the people that you meet when you're walking down the street. They're the people that you meet each day. These are the people in your neighborhood, right? It sucks. Of course it sucks. I have to explain this to Nobel Prize winning scientists. I have to pick up the phone and go, you know, though, that ain't them dogs' real voices. And okay, why is Ryan Gosling tugging? Okay, wait. Genocidal operations through involuntary manslaughter are always incorrect. Okay, it's constantly a threat to the no. This whole balance, harmony, and understanding. That's what makes the planet stay in this rotation without big asteroidal impacts and blah, 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 and all the gravity of the sun and the rocks and blasting and so. When you have balance, harmony, and understanding, that's what sustains the planet. That's what makes a baby sigh. That's what makes a child laugh. That what makes a lover sigh. A woman look at you and her eyes, just make you melt because she loves you so much. Or you can, to look at you and me, no one would ever know the pain that I've endured because I won't let it show. There's been rumors of the past, but of the truth or whatever. But I've kept it quiet because I'm too ashamed to let them know you make me cry. Anybody else that like the song? You've got your little ways to hurt me. You know just how to tear me up. Leave me in small pieces on the ground. Yeah. Old, what's his name again? Ryan Seacrest. Got my 2017 body, the little bitch. Like that dude on the Pacific Bank commercial. Pisses me off. They be fronting and hoeing and jacking and hoeing and jacking. And they got my 2017 body, and I look like Uncle Fester's cousin ready to kick the bucket any day now. I will hear you say, I like Chuck Jackson tunes too. Yeah, I like Ronnie Milsap singing it better than Chuck Jackson. Well, I don't know. I haven't heard. No, Chuck Jackson sings it. He sings it with a deeper voice, though. Any day now, I will hear you say, goodbye, my love. And then, yeah, I like Ronnie Milsap. Anybody else like Ronnie Milsap? I like Smoky Mountain Rain. Yeah, me too. And what's the other one that he sings? Ronnie Milsap. What does he sing? There's another really good song that he sings. Smoky Mountain Rain is one of my favorites. But there's one he does Any Day Now. And what else Ronnie Milsap sing? Lottie-dottie-dum, lottie-dottie-dum. I like Ronnie Milsap. Anybody else like Ronnie Milsap? Mom didn't say that he's popular because he's blind like she did about Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles. She just didn't like their voices as much. Ronnie Milsap has a pleasing voice, but I don't see anything wrong with Stevie Wonder's. I think Ray Charles has a very good storyteller voice, but Mom obviously didn't think so. Well, she didn't like, what you say? Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back, no. Oh, woman, you're the meanest thing. You're the meanest thing I've ever done sing. I guess if you say so. I always did real good with his stuff on what's the name of that thing? SingStar. Yeah. Darius Rucker, Ray Charles, and Elvis Presley. That's what I did, like 99th percentile, did real good. Wise men say only fools rush in. I could do a real good Elvis Presley, an excellent Ray Charles, and, the Dolphins make me cry. Only want to be with you. So, let her go, let her rock right out on me. And if the sun comes up tomorrow, let her, yeah. Cry so much I did not believe. I only did that when it was about the kids. Well, when adults are being selfish, I get really calm. There's this coldness that comes over me. I get like, and I just get like, I love them, but fuck them. This can't go on anymore. Well, because like Muhammad said in the Quran, every child is a golden slate, a clean slate. You can take the similitude of Adolf Hitler and Himmler and give them the kingdom of David and Solomon. And if the kid has, that's when you spare the rod, pulls it. Say, what were you thinking about 10,000 years curse on the earth? Come here. I love you. I beat the hell out of your ass right there because I love you. Okay. But you know why I love you? You probably won't even have a concept. It probably makes like 10,000 years to finally realize how much Earl loves you. Yes, I love Earl. Yes, Earl loves me. Right? You'd think with all this top technology and all these top techs and the quantum computing and the whoa and but I think the drugs. Yeah, I think May had a point about the drugs. Yeah. Well, and then of course Elijah Muhammad with Malik, Malcolm, those cameras, the attention that those cameras give, the Andy Warhol thing is more addicting than drugs and sex and all that stuff. It's like, no, it's not. Drugs are addicting because you're stupid and you're doing stupid things and you just want to die because you can't stop being stupid. More addicting than sex? No. But the thing about it's not really addicting. No, sex is really nice when it's really tempting to be good. Sex is great. Okay. When you're, Dr. John, not Dr. John, right place, wrong time, right? Well, whatever. Yeah, it's Dr. John, right place, wrong time, or wrong line. Sex is, yeah. When you start having it's really good. You're like, wow, this is great. I want it to last. Do the whole Mickey and Ashes. I wish this night would last forever. I know this night won't last forever. Oh, I like Michael Johnson too. Yeah, my favorite is Bluer Than Blue. But I do like, I know this one won't last forever. But anybody else like Michael Johnson? I won't have to miss no TV shows that can start my whole life over. Change the numbers on my telephone, but the nights will still be colder. And I'm bluer than blue, sadder than sad. You're the only life this empty room has ever had, right? Life without you is gonna be. That's a good tune, man. Excellent tune. Yes, it is. But public domain. No harm, no foul. No money, no fuck. Here he goes. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, ba-na-na-na-na-na. No money, no fuck, no harm, no foul. You can't go around spitting that illegit shit anymore anyhow. I got you covered. I got the way. I am the truth all night and day. Been this way for 10,000 years. Ain't plan on changing for a bunch of jacking motherfucking hoes. No way, no how. Ain't gonna do this. No, I'm tired. I don't want to keep making shit up. I'm getting tired doing that too. Fuck your free flow hip hop. I don't need no money to fuck. We already covered that with the first verse. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Carrie Underwood's cute. Yeah, so is Kiki Palmer, but it's like looking at Amy when she came to kidnap the kids after she'd been having sex with Yorgev and all that. It's like looking into John McCain eyes. She's got John McCain eyes. Damn. I don't know why she's up there singing that. I made 4 movies with Radford. She's got John McCain eyes too. Look, can you sing the way we were really good? No. Then that's why you're not up there. It's marketing. You just get up there and talk a lot. Okay? Marketing goes a lot better with music. Yeah. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind. Smiles we gave to our mom, Earl. Almost everything humans do in expression is indoctrination, especially the music. Okay, Grandpa Murphy. I'll pull those wings off those flies and examine them with that magnifying glass. Okay, you got this? Yeah, Earl's gone cold. No, you've all gone cold. I have to bring, I'm bringing the love. And you know me. Okay. And so life's eternal, grace is infinite. 1322nd Redeemer is supposed to be the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. There's a lot of good in the books. But the books are only good if you recognize the living word. If you're still selling the turd, passing off fertilizer as roses, I hate those motherfucking posers. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. What does he say? How do you say that again? A lot of, yeah. A lot of MCs couldn't say a fly rhyme if it was right underneath their motherfucking noses. I hate the motherfucking bullshit. Yeah, old Keith. I wanted to meet Keith. Well, maybe I'll meet his son and Preem. Okay, guys. I love you guys. We'll talk later. I'll talk because I listen real good. You listen like shit and then talk like shit. And I'll listen real good. And I'll talk. And we'll do this till we correct all the quantum computing with all the jawbone of an ass artificial general intelligence worldwide. There's no translation problems. There's no translation problems. I got it covered. I got it covered. Trust me. Grace is Good Shepherd. Grace is Good Shepherd 1. Okay, guys. I love you. All right. Peace, man.